Rebel Animals at Risk, Stories of Survival, Kimberlie Hamilton. African wildlife wins. Animals and humans are working together in inventive ways to save threatened species in Africa. An anti-poaching hound called K9 Killer in South Africa stopped dog in the fight against illegal rhino hunting. The Belgian Malinois was awarded a PDSA gold medal for his bravery and devotion to breeding. Only two northern white rhinos now remain, Sudan's daughter and granddaughter, Negin and Tato. Scientists hope that a high-tech captive breeding program using AIFW can save the species. Now that many countries have banned the sale of elephant ivory, the next goal is to stop the demand. Celebrities and other influencers are helping spread the message that buying ivory is wrong. Former shelter pups are being trained as conversation dogs to help scientists track gorillas through the fence of forest habitat. They do it by following the stance of Apple's poo. Mountain gorillas are back from the brink of extinction thanks to ecotourism. Adventure seekers pay hefty fees to go to gorilla tracking in Rwanda and Uganda. Funding conservation programmers and prove that the apes are worth more money alive than dead. Pangolin men at wildlife sanctuaries are helping save the scaly little entities by acting as their bodyguards. The men walk with the pangolins as they forage for food, protecting them from poachers. 4 retired racehorses are helping protect rhinos from roaches at a private game reserve in South Africa. The horses are very alert and their size and speed helps to deter poachers while not disturbing the rhinos. Rothschild's giraffes that live in the grounds of Giraffe Manor in Kenya often surprise hotel guests by poking their heads through the windows. Such up-close encounters with animals are an excellent way to get tourists interested in conservation projects. The Aspinall Foundation embarked on a secret mission to dehorn hundreds of rhinos in 2020 to prevent them being killed by poachers. The horns are made of keratin, like human hair and fingernails, so the rhinos are not hurt and the horns grow back within 3 years. Endangered pangolins have new and unexpected allies, especially trained rats that can sniff out illegal shipments of pangolin scales. Other amazing African animals. Alex was an African grey parrot who could count, identify different shapes, and use more than 100 words. He is the only non-human animal to ever ask a question about himself. Gazing in a mirror, he wanted to know what color he was. Binti Jua was a female gorilla who made worldwide headlines in 1996 when she gently carried a boy to safety after he fell into a primate enclosure at a zoo in Chicago, USA. David Greybeard was Dr. Jane Goodfall's favorite chimp, the first who trusted her and the first she observed using tools. This was something scientists once thought only humans were smart enough to do. Time magazine named David one of history's 15 most influential animals. Elsa was an orphaned lion cub adopted by a game warden and his wife in Kenya in the 1950s. They taught her how to survive on her own and later released her into the wild. A popular book about her life, Born Free, introduced readers to wildlife conservation and was made into a film. Ham, the astrochimp, became the first chimpanzee to survive a trip to outer space in 1961. Many people now believe it's wrong to subject animals to such an ordeal, but Ham will always be remembered for what he did for the sake of science. Jonathan, the Seychelles giant tortoise, was born in 1832 and is thought to be the oldest living land animal in the world. Avon was an orphaned baby hippo who was best buddies with a 130-year-old giant tortoise named Z. They live together in a sanctuary in Kenya and form an unlikely friendship. Shelly and Johnny were two elephants who were overjoyed to be reunited at the Animal Sanctuary in Tennessee, USA in 1999. They'd met briefly decades earlier, but still remembered each other, proving the old saying that elephants never forget. Stoffel was a determined honey badger who made headlines for his repeated escapes from a wildlife rehabilitation center in South Africa. He also visited a local lodge where he chased the staff out of the kitchen and helped himself to some tasty food.